Let's break this shit down. Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer. Let's get into it, okay? There's a few things that I want to point out here. So, right there, obviously, we got the ramifications of what happened in the last movie. It was revealed that he was Peter Parker. It was also revealed that he killed Mysterio, at least at the public eye. And now everyone knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and Peter Parker is Spider-Man! I mean, they just went and made your boy public enemy #1 in this shit. I mean, the whole world was out there with signs saying, fuck you, you're the devil, which don't make no damn sense to me, because in the last movie, he was holding a fundraiser event, and he is established as an Avenger. So I don't know what the fuck they're out there protesting. See, they gotta be undoing that shit right there. We can't be having everyone knowing Spider-Man is Peter Parker, because then at that point you don't have a Spider-Man story, because Spider-Man stories was always about Peter finding a way to balance responsibility with responsibility of Peter Parker, right? Spider-Man's responsibility, Peter Parker responsibility. Spider-Man usually takes the cake, you know, because he's got to save people. He's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He ain't got time to fuck with Peter Parker shit. Okay, tell me right now this motherfucker don't seem suspicious. I mean, Doctor Strange doing this to his home and smiling that way and this and that. No, he ain't got, he don't fucking play like that. What the fuck is going on with Doctor Strange? Because this is not the vibe that we got from him in the last movies. Prove me otherwise. He's like, oh, what's up, Peter? Like the fucking fireplace. What's up, buddy? And he's in like a snowsuit with his cape attached to it. And it looks like he's got some sweats on. Like, this is not Doctor Strange. I don't know who the fuck it is yet, but it's not Doctor Strange. So, right here, we're seeing Peter in the suit that is obviously the suit that got leaked from the toys, where it was like, had the golden, like, webbing on it. And a lot of people were like, oh, is it symbiote suit? Because the first image it came up was blurry. Not the symbiote suit. It seems to be like his time travel suit or something that helps him jump dimensions, which I'm going to assume whenever he does his little web shit and you saw the toy and it like had a laser beam and a portal, I think he's actually shooting portals and he has the free will to move through these different multiverses. Okay, the other thing to point out about this, scene as well, he just landed into another universe, and look at the time they look in, and also the time they seem to be in, right? Now, obviously modern, but I mean the way the lens is on the camera. It looks very old-fashioned, right? This right here is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man world. Right here. This. He landed, some shit's going down, he don't know where the fuck he's at. This is Tobey Maguire's world. Look at how the camera is. It looks like it has the same aesthetic as Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies. See? He's not Doctor Strange. He does not like fucking with the realities.
The entire world is about to forget that.
But I mean, he's mixing shit up and doing things that Doctor Strange would do. Like he's possessed. This is an illusion. What if Mysterio didn't die? And this is him casting a fucking illusion. Because he wants to actually know how to do magic. Because if Mysterio obtained the ability to do magic, just think of how deadly that character would actually be. A lot of people sleep on Mysterio. And don't let the last movie's interpretation make you feel like he's a threat in that way. I mean, think of what he is able to do as just a normal person. Because that's what he was. He wasn't a villain like we've seen in some of the other MCU movies, at least the ones like Thor, you know, where they're fighting these supernatural godlike beings.
Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not.
Hold the fucking phone. Hang on. So he said everyone's gonna forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. If this little spell here comes to fruition, I think I'm saying that word right, then that means none of the Avengers will no longer know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. If it's erased from everyone's memory, right? Spider-Man was never there doing anything. He wasn't there in the war, right? Or just the fact that Peter is Spider-Man. So they know Spider-Man exists, but they're not gonna know that he is Peter Parker. That's what that's gonna do right there.
The problem.
Are they fighting? Are they in a fight right now? It looks like they might be fighting.
Is you trying to live two different lives.
What the hell they got all them trains for? They're fighting. See? They are fighting. They are in a fight. He just straight up did the Ancient One shit like Hulk and Bruce Banner and just fucking slapped his ass out of his own body.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
I mean, I really don't think that needs any kind of explanation. That's obviously the Green Goblin pumpkin shit from William Dafoe's Green Goblin. And that's even William Dafoe laughing in the background. So we know who that is.
Hello, Peter.
A lot to take in, right? So I don't think whenever he said hello Peter, I don't think he was talking about Tom Holland Peter Parker, because if he's from another universe he wouldn't know that that's Peter Parker to begin with, because Peter Parker looks different in his universes, and they kind of prove that in I mean, it doesn't really prove anything, but that's at least what they did in the Spider-Verse movie, right? There was the one Peter Parker. They look different, okay? They look different. Is there anything else in this shit that I'm not thinking about? No, like, last minute thing? Lot to break down there, right? So there's one specific thing here. Let's go back to what I was saying here. He says hello Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Oh my god, he looks so good as Doc Ock. That is the best Spider-Man movie ever. Fuck you if you think otherwise. No, I'm kidding. I don't care which one you like the most. Honestly, there's things about all of them that I love and I hold near and dear. I just really hold this character near and dear to my heart. Spider-Man means a lot to me, and I don't express that a whole lot. At least not openly. Not because of a shameful reason. I just happen not to talk about it a whole lot. The character means a lot to me. So, God, this is going to be several fucking videos. Okay. So, he's got the Iron Spider suit shit right here, right? I think this is him suiting up for a possible Sinister Six or version of Sinister Six fight. Now, there's a couple things that have been going on in my head, right? Andrew and Toby are gonna show up. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So, Marvel likes to tell their stories, but they don't like to mislead either, right? Not entirely. So, here's the thing we have to remember. There's gonna be parts of this trailer that we just saw that are not gonna be in the movie, because that's not the situation that's going on, right? If you remember in the Infinity War and Endgame trailers, they edited the fuck out of those trailers to not give anything away. And by the end of Infinity War, you learned that the scene where he has the glove, he's got all the fucking stones and the motherfucker snaps, right? So, even though a lot of that is spot on, there's gonna be things hidden in this trailer that are going to be in the final product that we don't see right now, right? So what if whenever he suits up right there, the other Spider-Man are going to be there, right? They just cut them out because they're retaining the mystery. So that's one theory going on in my head, and I don't think that's much of a theory. I think that's just, you know, fanboy speculation and just speculation in general that that's what's going to end up happening. Because it's like, why would you bring in the villains of the other universes and not the Spider-Man of the other universes, right? It just wouldn't make sense. But, you know, I guess it's open for debate. The other theory that I have with Spider-Man No Way Home, right? Let's go back to this part where... Hang on.
The problem is you trying to live two different lives.
Right here. let's go back to this part right here. Strange is fucking pissed. I don't know what he's so upset about. He just goddamn helped save the fucking universe. The universe. Because remember, it just wasn't Earth that got the snap. Everybody got the snap. He erased half of every species as a sign of mercy instead of just straight up genocide. Right? That's what Thanos did. And our boy right here just looks mad as hell. Peter saved his ass in the last movie. He fucking blew up the shit and he got sucked out through it. Maul did. I don't know what is Strange's deal. What if it's not Strange? What if this is actually Mephisto? And I know that got brought up a lot in all the fucking the Disney Plus shows. But think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Okay. What if it's finally here? What if this is actually Mephisto? He lit the fire up, gave a little wink. I mean, this could be our Mephisto. And then look at the fucking time stone shit. Right there. I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see it. Let me get the mouse. Right here. You see that right there? The way it's angled? I mean, it looks a little like a pentagram to me. So, I don't know. But anyways, back to the theory. The theory I have is that Peter just got knocked out of his body, right? What if whenever Peter travels, my throat got a little dry, I'm sorry. What if when Peter travels to these other universes, he is this sort of astral projection, right? He goes into the one of the other Spider-Man's universe, and he embodies that Spider-Man. So Tom Holland's Spider-Man is gonna like possess Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But on camera and to us, it's gonna look like Tobey, but inside is Tom Holland. Wouldn't that be so fucked up? Wouldn't that be weird? I think people would be more interested in seeing all of them together, but just think. I don't think that's totally out of the question here. Do I think that's what's actually going to end up being the case? No, but that's a fun theory to think about, right? Ooh, motherfucking Doctor Strange, I'm telling you, I'm on your shit. I'm on your ass, boy! Was there anything else specifically?
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
So, yeah, hang on. Let's go back. Hang on. I wish I was fucking good at, like, video shit. Because, like, I really want this part to be
trying to live two
a
different
whole lot.
lives.
Hang on.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
Right here. Something growled at him. Like, something growled.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
Is that Venom? And it doesn't necessarily have to be Tom Hardy's Venom. But look. It sounded like the Venom growl. Listen.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
I mean, and then what the fuck was going on inside of this storm? Hold up. Hang on. Right there. Bottom right. What the fuck is that? That's Spider-Man in the suit, the time travel suit. Electricity? Oh, oh shit. He's fighting fucking Electro right here. What if the smoke that just came up is sand? So there are, like, questions, right? So, William Dafoe's Goblin and Doc Ock. Alfred Molina's Doc Ock died. All the villains in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man died. Anyways, so not only did Doc Ock die, but he died with the notion that he was good and he was in control of the tentacles because they were like artificial intelligence, and he basically said, "Bitch, I'm in charge," and I started listening. And then, I mean, Green Goblin got fucked up by the glider in the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. So how the fuck are they right here? And why is he still a bad guy? And he's like, oh, hello, Peter. And so it's like, it's going to be harder for me for them to explain the Goblin shit. But with Doc Ock, you could probably easily segue the fact that this multiverse madness shit happened at the same time Doc Ock was destroying that experiment that he was doing, right? Where he was creating the sun, and the power of the sun attracted the magic that happened and put him in that world. Wherever they're at right there in that last scene, right? You could easily script that in where he pulled that shit and like drowned it, because that's what he says in the movie. He's like, there's no way we can stop it. It's too late. Wait, the river. Drown it. So, like, maybe that's how they segue his character being in there.